Aw, little piggy, I love you. Yes. Baby. Aw, baby. Look at you. Good morning, Soul Tribe. It's Friday, and there's a lot going on here. And I just wanted to touch base today and see how everyone's doing through all these false flag attack scenarios, everything out there trying to cause separation and fear in our current realities. Don't buy into it. This whole AI thing, trying to take over and cause fear in us, don't allow it in the schools, in your children's minds, on the internets. Be very careful. Make sure your children are monitored on what they're doing and who they're connecting with. As we all know, there's different layers of this we can go into with the whole AI thing. And the last thing I want is an AI buddy companion that I can talk to. They have no consciousness, humanity, feelings, emotions. And this is what we use to manifest our emotions, our love, our compassion, our heart. This is the unity. Excuse me, I have to get my dog here. I'll just put you right there for a minute. Okay. All right. So, this is our humanity, our love, our compassion. The world needs more love and more compassion, more freedom. We need more love and compassion out here. You know, the animals are special. The innocence, the purity of the souls of the children, the animals, the people that are nature. No nature, no us. We need to protect. We need to speak up. We need to take a stand now more than ever. And that's why, honestly, I feel that Donald Trump is in office. You know why I feel that? As much as we want him out just as soon as possible, because it's clear what's going on is a bunch of lies and bullshit. But he's getting people to speak up when all these false flag scenarios are going on, and what they did with 9/11 and everything, they sacrificed. When things start to get to where there's a unity and love and harmony, they choose a point to cause fear and a tactic to cause fear and separation and sacrifice. They pick people, they're just going to sacrifice. Then on 9/11, it was a bunch. It's the bunch, a whole bunch of stuff. You know, the whole funding of war with Israel and U.S. and the whole 9/11 thing. It's the same repeated patterns over and over again. They make sacrifices and they don't care. The whole war agenda, anything that is trying to cause separation, because they don't want us to hold our hearts and become one. That's their biggest fear. But it's the destiny of the dark to crumble. It's their destiny. They are crumbling now. The old age of Pisces is gone. It's the new age of Aquarius. The light is on the ascendant and it's rising. And they're the ones that are afraid. So they try to cause separation and fear in all the people by causing these tactics where people get scared, and then there's more false flag attacks in the news and all this other stuff to try and get us in fear. So now more than ever, we need to take a stand and speak up in the schools, what's going on around us with the trophy killing for the bears, or any killing of innocents. Anyone that kills animals in innocence cannot be trusted unless you're doing it, you know, for a reason where you really need to eat or something, you know, which is very rare in this United States anymore. But that's also on the rise as they rich continue to make trillions and the working class people get things cut. Thanks a lot, Trump, which is insanity. It's being run by psychos. So it hasn't changed since John Lennon said that years ago, but it's changing. It's about to change real quick because people are seeing the repeated patterns that they keep doing, and we're not taking it. We're not taking it. Now than ever, your voice needs to speak up on behalf of animals and innocence and nature, your children, the people, and in the schools. Now than ever, you need to speak up. on what's going on and what you see now more than ever. Choose love. Choose the highest timeline of love, and take your focus and your attention on things that make you happy, and put the phone down if you need to. Points of beauty. What makes you happy? Get out in nature. Transform things by focusing on points of beauty instead of the dark agendas that they want to take your power by having you feed it energy on the internet. The internet is a big illusionary thing if you allow it to be. You have to take your power back and focus on your reality in your life and find things that make you happy. You know, you could battle with the internet and battle the dark all day on there, but what does it leave you feeling in the end? Like a piece of crap, you know? So don't feed your energy to it. Speak your truth if you need to, but don't stay in it, don't dwell in it, and go and focus on things that make your reality happy. We're creating our reality. We're co-creators. We're creating what makes us happy, doing things that bring us joy and make us happy. I'm around animals and innocence, and it makes me happy. You know why? Because we're connected. We're all one. We're all one with the children and the innocence, the dream. On this rising golden age, and the ascending light is destined to ascend, while the dark agendas and people that are causing separation and the psychos that are out there, they're destined to, and these souls that are creating this and their karma, they're not going to be allowed back on this planet ever again. They won't be back here in the golden age. So they need to choose wisely on what they're doing, because they will not be here. It's not going to be part of it. We're focused on going forward, helping humanity, children, animals, innocence, nature, in the heart, in unity and love consciousness. I choose the highest timeline of love and unity consciousness. I'm not afraid. I'm going to speak my truth. And you know what? Anything that tries to take that away from us it's not happening, because we see it. We see through it. We see through the BS. So speak up now more than ever. Anybody that's out there allowing in your community the killing of bears or any animals for trophy hunting is a psycho. It's sick. You don't kill mother and cubs. You don't go out there and kill. These animals are being pushed out from human wildlife conflict. They're being pushed out from fires. Feed them, leave them water if you can. Leave something, have some compassion and some humility. As this age of AI, and you have a choice of taking the darkness and fear, thinking for yourself, or thinking for yourself and choosing love and unity and compassion. Choose wisely. Okay, we're all in this together. And don't let anyone try and separate us by causing this or that, because it's not happening. You know what? Unless you want to choose that. But I hope everyone chooses wisely, you know what? Because we're all connected. We're here to help each other. Sanctuaries, animals, children, nature, the healing techniques. The book my son has wrote, you know, everything that we've worked so hard to create is going to be so other people have a safe place to go. And they can heal when they don't know what's going on. They need to be truthful, you need to be authentic, and you need to be honest, and you need to want to heal. There'll be a place, if you want it, with people you can trust, but we will be selective, and the bullshit will be seen. So just be honest and authentic. Like my son was saying the other day, what's the point of the whole spiritual path if you can't be loving and kind and authentic? What's the point? So we need to speak our truths, and if we can't speak our truth, I think we're in big trouble, because we need to speak our truth now. There's some throat chakra clearings that can be done and some other things, but we'll get into all that. There's layers of it, but I just wanted to check in through these times and hold your heart. We're going to do the meditations in the morning and the evening, wherever you find a safe spot to go, in your house, in your room, in nature, at the ocean. The water is always healing and brings stuff up. Hold your heart. Send love to people you love. Choose you. Send love to the world. Send compassion. Call for the light. Command the light of truth to shine through everything and everyone. And if it doesn't feel right after you're leaving a conversation with somebody, if you don't feel good, that's a sign it's not right. It's not a good connection. Choose wisely. Choosing the heart. Meditations, 7 a.m., 11 a.m., 7 p.m., or whatever time works for you. But the main thing is to get the group collective together, to do it together and hold your heart and send love. Love is the biggest power that there is on this planet and the multi-universes. So no darkness and no ill agenda has any power over it, and they never will, but they're crumbling now. It's all coming up to the light. Just don't buy into the bullshit. Focus on you and your life and have clear boundaries. Other people are going to try, we're seeing it all over. They're trying to get in the conversations. They're trying to get into your energy. They want to know. It's just coming from everywhere. Just say no. Say no. Just say no. Choose wisely your connections and where your energy's going. And don't stay on the phone all day. If you can help it, do something. Do something that you enjoy. Find something that makes you happy. And it doesn't have to be extravagant. Treat yourself. Spend some time loving yourself. Some good food. Get out in nature. Animals. Something. Kind people. That are of like mind, heart, vibration. So just know your love soul tribe. And I'm going to address these as they come up too. Because we all need to be informed of the truth. They're trying to inform us of bullshit and lies and war and deceit and deception and killing and the psychopaths that won't be there very much longer. Don't focus on it. Don't focus on it. You're too precious, and there's so much more. Remember, you're a kid. Focus on something that makes you happy. Get in touch with your inner child. Create, co-create, do some art, some dancing, transform the energies. Do something you enjoy, even if it's just sitting and watching beauty. Have a cup of tea, cup of coffee. Don't forget the moringa. We're going to get into all that soon. But yes, know you're loved. And there's just so much beauty in nature. No nature, no us. If we don't stand up and speak up for the animals in nature, they're going to keep trying their ill tactics. And if it's not nature and animals they're trying to kill and destroy, it'll be your kids next. Don't let them. Watch out for the AI stuff. Just energy. Energy comes through things. And so do negative entities, whether it's through drugs, alcohol, false negative AI beings that are your companions, porn. All this stuff invites in negative entities. And eventually, if it's too addictive in a lot of ways, they'll take over you and you'll start making choices that's not from you. It's from things coming in and through you, through the holes in the aura. Because when we do things that are not good for us repetitively, it opens up the aura, and it has holes in it like Swiss cheese, so things can come in it that are not of the light. So you just got to be so careful who you're hanging out with, who you're talking to, who you trust. You just got to be so careful. So talking from facts and experience. If I hadn't have been through it all, I wouldn't be speaking here. And I wouldn't trust those if they haven't had experience in something. Experience. Are you experienced? Do you want to know the truth from experience? So, all right, Soul Tribe. That's about all we're doing right now. Know you're loved. Stay well. Stay in peace. Don't let it take your peace away. We're all in this together. Choose peace. Choose love. Choose life. All right. Get off the internet and live life while the end of the summer is still here. We're getting into autumn here. I enjoy it. It's my favorite time. Spring and autumn, actually. So, got some birthdays coming up and weather change. And oh yeah, raw diet. I wanted to mention something briefly about raw diet. There's this big hype about raw diet, raw diet, raw diet. Yeah, hey, well that's great. That's great. Fruits and vegetables, they're healing. They're healing us. But we're in autumn season. We're craving warm foods. I'm going to be 60 in October. We're craving warm foods already. It's getting chilly here in the morning and evening. Warm foods. Don't forget about the pleasure and the joy of warm foods. Soups. There's healthy soups. It's time for warm foods. You're doing all a raw diet and it's autumn and winter. It's like your body's telling you, I want something warm. You know, have some warm water in the morning before you do anything with some salt, some mineral salt. You know, some Celtic salt or some really, really nice mineral salt. Warm water, salt, and a little lemon or lime. Drink that in the morning. First thing you do, before your tea, before your coffee, and sit in gratitude. Just allow it to warm your body. Warm your body. And just say thank you. There's little steps we can all take, and it doesn't have to be extravagant. If you want the steps to a healthier, better life, these are little keys, little secrets that aren't really secrets, but we need to remind each other what to do if you want to start somewhere. And we can start in the little steps, and that's the first step you can take. And then we can get into other layers of diet, nutrition, and things that will give us all the minerals and vitamins that we need so we don't have to buy tons of supplements. And then we can get into the stretching and the breathing as well. But let's keep it simple and start little steps. But yeah, that's it. I was just waiting for the right moment to start chatting. The moon in Gemini appears to be a perfect time to do that. So I love you. Know you're loved. And we're all in this together. And that's the whole thing about holding our heart, is to show the real light of truth in who we are and where we need to be in the heart, and keep our hearts open. And the reason we're doing this, taking steps towards a healthier lifestyle, so we can all be in the heart and be in harmony with the planet as she goes through this. Because if we're not in harmony, there'll be more resistance, more anger come up, more pain, more hurt. You know, all the qualities that are needing to be the wounding, the old wounding from whether it's past lives or this life, needs healing, needs love. The shadow side needs love. There's a difference between the shadow side and the wounding that we all have and come here to clear on this planet. We didn't just come here for kicks and yayas like we thought we did. We came here to actually make a difference, and we all have gifts, and our own unique blueprint of our birth astrology charts shows us the way. And it's unique because we all have a unique blueprint, and it's super cool. So yes, on that note, we all have a purpose and a reason to be here, and it's to clear those old wounds and that old karma that we came here with, and those old family patterns that we keep repeating since we were young and wounded and didn't know any better. You know, to release those, to become, I think David Bowie said it, the beautiful thing about aging is that we become who we were always meant to be, you know. But as we progress and get older, I have compassion for a lot of younger kids going through this. I understand now the times require you to be more responsible and let go of things that we didn't let go of till we were older. But yeah, so the shadow side is the side where the wounds, you know, they come up and they want to be healed and loved, and the patterns released. Because otherwise your kids are just going to hand the same patterns to their children, and that's not really ideal for the family ancestral line. So it's healing the old ancestral wounds from the past ones and in this life, and releasing the patterns. You know, that's the shadow side that wants to be loved, that was scared or felt abandoned or not supported here, and we all go through it. But you are loved, you are supported. There is love out there from people who have gone through this. And that's the difference. Now the dark agenda is a completely different thing. It's not of the heart. Okay, the AI part that's all in the mind and wants to do things that have no heart and no consciousness. It's And if it's a dark agenda, which they're trying to do right now, you know, it's destined is to no longer exist on this planet, because this planet is not gonna be in harmony with any of that, because it's trying to go against everything that nature is, everything that animals are, everything that the innocent, pure children are, that have a right to live on this planet and enjoy the nature and the beauty, you know, and the innocence. And a lot of us got to have that as a child and be in nature, and it's magical. And we're all one and we're all connected. That's why they don't want us to be in nature, and they try to harm the animals and stuff. They're trying to cause their agendas, and they cause false scenarios online saying, oh, someone got attacked by a bear, someone got attacked by a wolf. Granted, there are things that happen in the world. People get attacked by dogs and cats and all kinds of things. But they make them extreme and they lie so they can go ahead and have, that's another false flag scenario, so they can go ahead and have rally the people up in separation, thinking it's okay to go out and kill them. It's the most inhumane, cruel thing to hurt an animal, something that's defenseless, and something that deserves to live on this planet with its baby cubs in peace and raise them. It's just, it's inhumane, it's cruel, and it's sick, but they're out there. So pay attention and call them out. You need to call them out in your communities. Vermont, Tahoe, wherever this is all going on, where they're doing their trophy huntings. Yosemite, Yellowstone, wherever they are, where they're allowed left to live in their own homes. All the way to the squirrels. Everything has a right to live on this planet. It was put here. It was created by the great creator, whether you want to call it Great Spirit, God, Divine, Lord, you know, the beautiful ascending, beautiful great central sun. It has a right to be here. It was created. Can you imagine the most beautiful creator to create all this? Everything down to the bumblebees, which they also try to harm. You know, if these things are no longer here and we don't stand up and protect them, that would be the greatest crime against humanity. You know, they need our voice. They need us now more than ever. So, I love you guys. Don't let them get you. Don't let them lie and deceive you. The gut knows. Trust your intuition. It knows. It knows the way. Stay in the heart and don't let anyone take you away from that love and that compassion that you feel for all life on this planet. Know you're loved. I hope your day's great. Stay in your power. We got this together, okay? Peace, love, and a whole lot of light. Mwah. Cheers.